In 1909, Italian-born Ettore Bugatti established the Bugatti, a French automaker of high-performance automobiles, in the German town of Molsheim, Alsace. Bugatti automobiles are renowned for their superior design and track dominance. The business suffered financially and produced one final model in the 1950s before being finally acquired for the business's aircraft in 1960. Italian businessmen resurrected the manufacturer of expensive sports vehicles with restricted production in the 1990s. Volkswagen, a German auto manufacturing company, now owns the brand. Several of the exposed surfaces of the engine compartment had gillicky finishes on them, and safety wires had been intricately braided through practically every fastener. Engine blocks were carefully scraped to guarantee that the flat surfaces that gaskets were not required to sign. Axles were forged rather of having lock springs as many manufacturers did. A much more elegant system needs fewer components than the spring used by Bugatti, which carefully passed between the aperture and axle. Upon compiling the things that Dr. Harold Carr completed following his passing in 2009, the doctor's relatives discovered a rare 1937 Bugatti Type 57s at Atlanta. Dr. Carr's Type 57s was notable since it was once owned by British race car driver Earl Howe. The car may be restored without using new parts because its original equipment is still intact. A 1925 Bugatti Brescia Type 22 that had spent 75 years in the bottom of Lake Maggiore on the border of Switzerland and Italy was discovered in a pond on July 10, 2009. It was acquired by the Mullen Museum in Oxnard, California for $351,343 at an auction held by Bonham's Retromobile in Paris in 2010. Early Grand Prix racing saw significant success for the business. In 1929, a Bugatti won the inaugural Monaco Grand Prix after competing undercover. Driver Jean-Pierre Wimille won the 24 Hours of Le Mans twice as the pinnacle of his racing career. The most successful race vehicles made by Bugatti. For its first race, the tiny Bugatti Type 10 took the top 4 spots. The most successful racing vehicle ever, with over 2,000 wins, was the 1924 Bugatti Type 35. From 1925 to 1929, the Gotti family won the Targa Florio 5 years in a row. Bugatti Automobiles SAS, a modern marque resurrection, named the 1999 Bugatti 18/3 Chiron concept car in Louis Chiron's honor because he won the most championships with Bugatti automobiles. Yet he only thought about Jean-Pierre and Wimille after the last racing triumph at Le Mans. In 1939, Pierre Véron took first place with just one car in the event. Ettore Bugatti develops the aeroplane racer in the 1930s in an effort to defeat the Germans for the Deutsche de la Morte prize. It will be the never-flew Bugatti 100P. It was created by Belgian engineer Louis Demois, who had modified Bugatti Brescia engines for her body lifting in the Type 7.5 vehicle. The Autoraia, a motorized railcar that Ettore Bugatti successfully created, Autoraia Bugatti. The wealth of the company changed dramatically after the passing of Jean Bugatti, Ettore Bugatti's son, on August 11, 1939. Near the Molsheim facility, Jean perished while examining the Type 57 race car with a tank body. In 1987, businessman Romano Artioli of Italy created the Bugatti brand and Bugatti Automobili SPA. John Pallas Upper, created at the design facility in Campo Galliano, Italy, was commissioned by Bugatti. The Lamborghini Miura and Lamborghini Countach's designers Paolo Stanzini and Marcello Gandini presented their ideas for the future Bugatti rival in 1989. The first vehicle created by Bugatti was the EB110 GT, which was marketed as the most technologically sophisticated sports car ever. Mauro Ferghieri, a well-known designer of racing automobiles, provided Bugatti's technology from 1992 to 1994. On August 27, 1993, Romano Artioli purchased Lotus cars from General Motors through his holding company, CBN Holdings SA of Luxembourg. Bugatti intends to list the company's shares on foreign stock exchanges. In 1993, Bugatti unveiled the Bugatti EB112 Big Saloon model. Lotus cars were sold to Malaysia's Proton by Disaster Bugatti. In order to construct additional Bugatti EB110 SS5 cars, the German company Dauer Racing purchased the EB110 license and leftover stock in 1997. Dauer improved the 5 SS variants of the EB110. The furniture-making business was purchased by the factory Campo Galliano but later failed and left the structure. In 2011, Dauer ceased producing its cars, and Toscana Motors GmbH of Germany acquired the stock's remaining components. In 1998, Volkswagen AG purchased the Bugatti brand. Gigetto Giugiaro of Ital Design hired Bugatti Automobiles SAS to build the EB118, a coupe that made its premiere at the 1998 Paris Motor Show. This was the first concept car built by Bugatti. The W18 engine of the EB118 concept produced 408 kilowatts, 555 PS, 547 bhp. EB218 and 18/3 Chiron, two of Bugatti's concepts, were presented at the 1999 Geneva Motor Show and 1999 Frankfurt Motor Show, respectively, IAA. The Bugatti Veyron 16.4 was the first vehicle produced regularly by Automobiles Bugatti SAS in September 2005 at a meeting of the studio in Bugatti Mulsanne, France.